5 VoIP ideas to boost productivity. Here are just 5 ideas for VoIP that could help your business to improve productivity. 1. Get total control. Using the web-based control panel, you have complete control over your telephone system. For outbound calls, you can see who is calling, the number that has been dialed, the length of the call and how frequently calls are made. You can block calls to certain codes or numbers, so you can stop your staff from calling 09 adult numbers, for example. For inbound calls, you can see who has called you, who has answered the call, and the length of the calls, and unlike in the USA, this is all completely free. For inbound calls, you can block certain numbers, so for example, you could block calls to a particularly troublesome stalker. 2. Use call diverts. One of the most annoying things in any office is never getting anything done because the phone is always ringing. You don't want to miss calls, but you can't have your work interrupted all the time either. Now with a VoIP system, you can divert calls to voicemail when you don't want them and answer calls when you do. 3. Choose priority calls. You may not want to be disturbed, but if you want a particular call from a client or colleague, what you're able to do is set up a priority alert. This will ring your phone only if that particular person is calling. This means you can maintain your productivity levels without missing any vital calls. 4. Record calls. Recording a conversation is simply done by pressing a key on the handset, alternatively having a permanent record via the virtual switchboard. Either way, you have complete and accurate record of the conversation, so if, for example, you need to dispute it later on or use it for training purposes, you can always go back to it. You should, of course, let the person know you were speaking to that the call is obviously recorded. In any case, it is a far better way to do business, rather than making notes or alternatively getting the caller to sign a form. 5. Out of the office. The options you have when you're at the office are: have your mobile ring at the same time as your office phone, this is called Follow Me; have your calls answered by a colleague; have your calls answered by a live answering service; or have your calls answered by a voicemail and an email notification sent to you. All of these means that you never miss this important call.